Well, guess what? We're going to sing a song, and I bet you all know the song or have heard this song before. It goes like this. How about we all tap on our legs like this? London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Take the key and lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. Take the key and lock her up, my fair lady. You've heard this before? Who else has heard this song before? Well, you know what? We're going to go play a game with this song. This is how it goes. So why don't you guys all stand up? And I would need a partner. How about I'll take Addie. Addie and I, we will make the London Bridge. So take my hands. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in the middle. And then you guys make a line. So how about go behind Leah and make a line after Leah. So Gretel, then Isaac, and then Bennett, you after Isaac. And okay, so when we sing My Fair Lady, we're going to go close the bridge. Boys, are you ready? So you go all around. And before we start, we're going to decide, do you want to be sticks or stones, Addie? Stones. I'll be sticks then. So stones and sticks. Okay? I'll tell you later why that's important. Here we go. Leah, ready? London Bridge is falling down. You gotta go through it. Falling down, falling down. Keep going. London Bridge. Keep going, Leah. Is falling down. My fair lady. Take the key and lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. Take the key and lock her up. My fair lady. Oh boy, now Leah, tell us, do you want to be sticks or stones? Stones. So you are going to build a bridge with me behind Addie, and Addie is going to hold. Actually, Addie, you can have a turn, so you'll go behind Bennett. So then everybody will get to now. She's just stones, I'm sticks. Here we go. Ready, Gretel? London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. My dear sir, lock him up with silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Shake him up with silver and gold, my fair sir. Sticks or stones?
Stones.
All right, so you are going to be in a new bridge, and then Leah, we're going to build a chain bridge behind. So you're down now, so you're going to just hold on to his shoulder while Isaac is the new bridge with me. Ready? London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. My fair, come on, we need somebody. My fair lady, take the key and lock her up, lock her up. Sing with me, take the key and lock her up. My fair lady. All right, Gretel, sticks. Sticks. So you're going to be behind. I'm going to be behind you, and you make a new bridge with Isaac. Here we come, Addie, let's go. Oh, Leah, you're going to stay and make the bridge. That's what we're going to do. So here we go. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my dear sir. Take the key and lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. Take the key and lock him up, my dear sir. All right, do you want to be sticks or stones?
Stones.
Okay, so that means behind Leah. No, not behind Leah. You're going to replace Isaac. So Isaac, you're going to be the chain bridge behind Bennett. So Bennett and Gretel are the new bridge. Make a new bridge, and we're going to go together. Should we go together? London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my dear lady. Oh my goodness, and the whole bridge is falling down. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my dear lady, my dear sir. That is a very familiar, very important song in England. Now, my question is, we're talking about London Bridge. Where is London Bridge?
No clue.
Yes?
London Bridge. It's in the States of London.
Yes, and London is in a country that we call England. And England belongs to the British Isles, and that's where we are going to be learning about. And do you know where the British Isles are? Are they in America?
No.
No, they are very, very far away. And in fact, they're so far away that we have to either take a big sailboat or we have to take an airplane to get there. So let me quick show you. And well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put our socks right here in the middle. Put them right there in the middle.
Why?
Well, because.
So weird.
All right. So I'm going to quick show you on my globe where I'm gonna take them right now and put them right there. So I'm gonna show you. Let's see. Let's find Minnesota where we live.
Oh,
That is a globe, and it's a beach ball, but it's a globe.
I know
So
where it
we're
is.
gonna find.
I know where
All
it
right,
is.
show me where we live in Minnesota. This is the United States right here. Right there. So here's Canada. So if you look right here, it's very small. It's right there. That's where Minnesota is. And now,
I have a big puzzle of it, so it
Sure.
looks different.
yeah.
And it kind of looks like a boot.
Oh, yes, it does. When you really look at that Minnesota state. Now I'm going to show you where we're going to go where the London Bridge is. Now watch. Here's my finger where we live. We have to go all the way here over the big Atlantic Ocean, all the way here to that green spot. That's the British Isles, and the pink one is part of the British Isles, is Ireland. Now, how did we say we're going to get there? Yes, Isaac.
Plane or boat?
Boat, okay. And since we don't have a lot of time with a boat, that would take so much time. Let's take our airplane. So we gotta go make sure we have a ticket. So, everybody come with me. All right. Give me your tickets first. Give me your tickets. Tickets. All right. So we need to follow directions when we go in an airplane, right? Everybody has to step into their seat and buckle up. Correct? Don't we have to all buckle up?
Could I be the pilot?
Okay, you come right in front of me, Bennett. Pilot. And behind us
I'll
are
be
all.
the next one.
Are you the co-pilot? All right, here
Yeah,
we
I'm
go.
the
Can we
co-pilot.
all go? Let's spread our arms. We're gonna fly all the way to the British Isles. Ready? Oh, nice job. I think we're landing right in front of London, right over here. So now we can come a little bit to this. I want to make sure everybody can see the poster. So if you can't see it, I want you to move yourself, and we want to sit on our bottoms, not on our bellies. We're going to sit on our bottoms. Okay? Very good. So that's what we're going to do. And now we're going to look at this. So this is the British Isles that I showed you on the globe. And so it is, actually these are two, can you see these two pieces of green?
Yeah.
Okay, this one here, that's Ireland. And that's the flag for that. That is a country on its own. And then we have this big island, and it has 3 countries right in there. So there's England with this flag. There's Wales with the flag. What's on that flag? A dragon. And then we've got this flag. That's Scotland. So we've got Scotland as a country, Wales, England, and Ireland. What is an island?
It's
Isaac.
an island. It's some place where you can like live and do stuff so that you have some place to live. Because if it was just plain ocean, then where would you live?
Okay, so are you telling me, or Bennett, why don't you say what you were gonna say?
It's like a tiny bit of land in like the ocean.
Right, it is surrounded by water, ocean, okay? That's what we call an island. So for example, to get to an island, you have to either go by boat or plane, yes.
Or car or train.
Only if there's a bridge. Because can a car actually move in water?
No.
No. So, exactly. What else do you notice when you look at this poster? Raise your hand and then I can, how about Leah? What else do you notice?
I noticed that they're still dancing.
There's what?
Right there.
Right there. What is going on here? What's this one here?
They're fighting.
Somebody's fighting. Do you know what this person is called on the horse?
No.
Gretel.
Night.
At night. And who's he fighting right here? A dragon. That's a story of St. George. Now we're in the old country of England, the country of knights and ladies and lords. They're like king and queens, and they live in castles, really, really fancy, right? Really fancy. And then what else do we notice in the water? Look at what's in the water. Hold on, raise your hand first. I'm going to ask whoever has their hand raised, do you see anything in the water, Addie? I know there's the flag, but that's just a picture. But there's something in the water that moves in the water, like for transportation.
Oh, I know.
Can you help her, Bennett? Yes. What is this called? There's 3 of them. What do we call these?
A ship.
Yes, Isaac.
It's something. It always sails across the sea. It's a boat.
It's a boat, and in particular, these are sailboats because back in the olden days, they didn't have motorboard boats. They could only move by sails where the wind was blowing in, and that would make them move. Now,
doesn't have a sail.
Right, so maybe right now sometimes the sails are folded up because they don't want to move, and then they're just static on the water, maybe because they're fishing right now. So that's my next question. What do these people eat mostly? Fish, right, because there's so much water. So they go in their boats, and if they're ready where they want to ship them, they fold up their sails, take their little fishing lines, and start fishing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And also the English, British Isle people also had lots of sail ships because they would trade. They would go far away into a country like Africa with a lot of cargo and lots of things that they wanted to trade in Africa. You know, they would bring maybe some special like mussels down there that they didn't have, and then the English people would get something in place from the African people, for example. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so that is that. Now I want to show you some pictures. Okay, so we just sang the song about London Bridge, right? And I have a picture of a very old London Bridge, the very first one that was built, and it's probably the time when people sang the song. You see there's no cars or trains on that bridge, only maybe buggy and horses and people walking, okay? But today the London Bridge looks different because guess what they actually did? They took London Bridge, which is down here in London, they took it apart, brick by brick, like a Lego set, and they moved it to a different country. Can you believe it? To preserve it. They needed to build a new one, but they said, oh, we don't want to really get rid of the old one. Where do you think they brought that bridge, Isaac?
They might have brought it to Africa because maybe Africa needed to get across an ocean, so they had to use the bridge.
That's a very, very good idea. Very good thinking, but that's not what happened. Guess where they brought it to? By all places, they brought it to Arizona State in the United States. And there's a picture of it, how they build it back up again. And that's a picture from like today. So if you would go to Arizona, to the state of Arizona, you could see the old original London Bridge.
Do you have pictures of the new one?
Yes, the next picture is the new one. Do you want to see it? Here is the new modern bridge right there. See that? And see all these skyscrapers and really big modern buildings?
I love skyscrapers.
Yep, and it's right here. And guess what? Do you know, we never even talked about the bridge going over which water? It's a river. That river is called the Thames. And you can see it on the map here. There. River Thames comes right from this ocean. It goes all the way across through London, okay? Now I have another picture. Here's the Thames. Here's the river. See how the old bridge looked like that? And here's the river, and here's London City. Right there. Yes, Bennett?
That picture kind of looks like Saddle when you just get in the big buildings.
Oh, yes, you're right. It is. That's true. All right, so here, guess what? Now I'm going to show you something else in the big picture. And so we see London Bridge here, and then there is something that we call the Tower of London. And it's a big palace. And I'll show you in the next picture which tower we're talking about. But you can go to London and take a big tour. And here is something. Look at that. That's within the Tower of London. That's called Big Ben. It's a clock. It chimes every hour, and tourists come every hour because it plays music and songs. And today it's also called Queen Elizabeth's clock.
Wait, what? Did you say Big Ben?
I said Big Ben.
That's my name, Ben.
I know, right? Isn't that funny? So if you go there, you can say, that clock has my name, Big Ben. Yes, Isaac.
Not big. Hey, I actually have a Ben in my kindergarten class.
Oh, sure, yeah. My husband's name is Ben. And look at what this is. This is also in London. Yes, Gretel, what is that?
So.
Oh, we're back on this one? Okay.
No, not this one,
Mhm.
but like one of these pictures, like I think it was
Mm-hmm.
after this.
Yeah.
Like one of those looked like the York Bridge.
Oh, yeah, yes. Brooklyn Bridge. Very good eyes. Yes. All right, I'm going to show you a next one. This is a Ferris wheel. Do you know what a Ferris wheel is? Yes.
A Ferris wheel. It's like a big thing that spins around.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just like that.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Mhm.
So, like, one time when we were at a new spot,
Mm-hmm.
we went to a new zoo.
Yep.
So I can tell you something that's
Yep.
so scary.
All right, so
We went on the Mama Bridge. It's so huge. And one time we got stuck at the top.
Oh, and then you couldn't get down. So this is how it looks like when you take these Ferris wheel. It's for looking at the whole city. It's like a sightseeing thing, and then you are very safe in these little cars that go all around. And it's called the Big Eye of London, the Ferris wheel. This particular one in London has the name of the Big Eye of London. I have to show you something else. This is really, really typical. What do you think this is?
A telephone thing.
Yes, you know that. It's a telephone booth, and they're very famous, and they still have them in London, even though people don't use them anymore because we all have cell phones. But in the olden days, where we didn't have cell phones and you had to make a phone call, you go in this little telephone booth and you have to put a coin into the machine, and you pick up the handle, and then you start dialing the number, and then you can reach your friend. That is the red telephone of London, the telephone
Oh, I've
booth.
seen that thing.
And this, yes, Bennett, do you know what this is?
That kind of looks like the Harry Potter thing.
Oh, totally, right? The Big
Yeah.
Express, the night.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's not black. If
Right,
it was
right.
black, it would
Yeah.
look exactly
Exactly.
like that.
Well, this is the famous double-decker bus in London,
wait,
and they're
wait.
red.
Wait, it also is missing the dead head
Oh, yeah.
right there.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, you know, you can tell where Harry Potter got their idea from, right?
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling. All right, Gretel. Yes.
The red bus,
Mhm.
I've seen that in a book.
Oh, good. Yes. These are really fun. I've been on one. They're really, I sat right on the top and I could see the city really well. Now, let's see. We want to talk about now something really big happened just last week. So,
Oh,
I don't know if you guys
I
know,
know.
we had Queen Elizabeth. Remember, Big Ben is now called Queen Elizabeth's
Yeah,
clock.
I know.
What happened to her? Does anybody remember? No? Gretel?
She died.
She died just last week. It's not even a week ago long. So I just want to show you, this is Queen Elizabeth. And also, this is a guard. And they have these goofy bear hide hats on. And they keep the queen safe. And it's very well known that the guards can never laugh when they're on duty. They stand stock still, straight face, and people try to come up and tell them jokes, but they can't laugh. And they are really well trained for that. They can just stay really serious. I bet they've heard all jokes that are out in the world, I think. I'm guessing. See, here they are. Here, that's the guard. See? He's got his uniform on. Yep. And then I'm going to show you now the picture of our queen who just died. This is when she became queen as a young woman.
That's really,
70 years ago.
That's a really fancy dress.
That's a very fancy dress. She's got a real crown that belonged to the previous queen, because she was born in the line of that family, and whoever is the firstborn will become king or queen. No matter if you're girl or boy, if you're the oldest child and you happen to be a girl, you're going to be the queen. That's the tradition in the English realm. So here she is, probably like how she would have looked today still. This is her being really old. And this is where she lived. Now look at this beautiful big mansion castle. It's called Buckingham Palace. That's where she lived. These are people, and see how they keep this area really clear from people so they can't come really close. But if there's a big celebration, they can come up all the way to that fence to greet her. Now, do you know in order to greet the queen, you have to make a certain movement?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yes, what is that?
Girls have to like twirl.
Curtsy, yes. Like go down a little bit.
And boys have to bow.
Have to bow. And in today's day and age, women and girls can also bow. It'll count. So now guess what? Now we're going to talk about food. Let's put our hands in her laps. We're going to talk about that later.
I know who the new king is.
Right. Can you tell that to everybody?
Yeah, I know who the new king is.
All right. Who is it?
It's somebody who came. I think he wasn't there.
He's her son, her oldest son. That's the new king, Prince Charles. And now he's King Charles. So we're gonna go talk about food. We're gonna move on. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Remember we talked about English food? The tradition is in England that around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you have tea time with like something sweet to eat. And what's really traditional is having a hot cross buns that looks like this. Or sometimes they're little crumpets. They're made out of really kind of crumbly, cakey like dough, or even scones. So how about we're gonna do the song, and how can we make a movement for being something hot? What can we do for hot with our hands? Hot? Should we do hot? And how about cross? How can we do cross? Cross, okay. And how about we bring our bun in our hand? Bun.
No, this is a bun.
Bun, and then we're gonna blow on it. Okay, so hot, cross, buns. Oh, perfect. Let's do it again. Ready? Hot, cross, buns. Hot, cross, buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot, cross, buns. Oh, good. Should we do crumpets? Because that's English too. Yeah.
I've always, until I was like 2, wanted to go to New York because I really want to see Taylor Swift.
Oh, really? Yeah, she's a fantastic singer and
She's
performer.
my absolute.
All right, let's keep singing so maybe we can sing with her someday. Here we go. Hot, cross, crumpets. Hot, cross, crumpets. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot, cross, crumpets. And how about we add scones? Scones are really English. What are scones? Scones, yes.
Yeah, there's coffee of them.
There's coffee scones?
Yeah. They're like
blueberry.
They're like this amazing dough stuff
Yes,
that
yes.
has like salt and
Yes.
chocolate chips in it.
Oh.
I eat them all the time.
Oh,
It's
very
like
good.
My
Okay,
mom
let's do our scone. Let's do it with scone. Hot, cross, scone. Hot, cross, scone. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot, cross, scone. Okay, so now I'm wondering, can you put your hands in your lap and be my echo? Mi, re, do.
Me, red,
Beautiful. Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
So, mi, do.
So, mi, do.
Do, mi, so.
Do, mi, so.
So, fa, mi, re, do.
So, fa, re, mi, do.
So, fa, mi, re, do.
So, fa, mi,
Re, do. Wonderful. Guess what we're doing? I would like you to sit on this red area looking that way, and I will over here. So everybody sit, Isaac and Bennett sit right next to Gretel and Addie. Addie, Leah, and Gretel, you're good. And so make a little room for, you can be next to Leah over there, would you please? All right, so what we're gonna do is now we're gonna do some singing, what we're seeing. I have some note heads. Okay, so quick question. Is this, we call this a note head. Is this one, this note head in a space or is it on a line? Yes, Gretel.
On.
Now, when it's on the line, it would be here or it would be here. That would be, it's sitting right on top of the line. But when it's here, it's in a space, okay? Where's this note head? Is it in a space or in a line?
Space.
Leah.
Space.
Very good. Now, if I were to put my note head here, is it a space or is it a line? Then
Line.
Space. It's on this. It's actually out of space, if you say so, right? It's in a space. It's not on a line. Then it would be like this. So I'm going to put my note head now here in the space or out of space, and we're going to call that do. Okay. And then we're going to put a note head over here. And I'm going to call that mi. Let's see if we can do that. Do, mi. And then I'm going to put another note head in the other space over here. Can you sing with me? Do, mi, so. There's no re yet. We're going to get to re. What about this one? Who can sing this pattern to me? How about Bennett? Can you sing that to me? Me, and do. Yes, let's sing it all together. Everybody look at my finger. Do, mi, do. Okay, I know you can't wait to do do, re, mi. I'm going to show you how do, re, mi looks like. Watch. I'm going to put my note head on a line, and that's, wonder what that one is. Let's see if we can sing it. Ready? Do, re, mi. Can we keep going?
So.
Should we do the one that's between me and so? There's a line note, and we call that fa. And then we go so. Okay, sing with me. Ready? Do, mi, fa, so. Okay, I'm going to mix things up now. Watch. Who can sing me that one? That was, do is here. Isaac?
Me.
Me would be here. I'm going one more up. So,
Me.
do. Everybody sing with me back, please. So, do. And how about this one? So, me, and do is on the bottom. Yes, Bennett?
Is Liam still in this class?
Liam is not in this class. No, he's not in this class. All right, so now we're going to go back over by the poster and we're going to sing another song. Can you help me sing another song? It's Old King Cole. So we're going to, we're going to go right here. I'm going to tap again lightly in our legs. This song, and you can kind of scoot up a little bit. Scoot a little bit because we don't need to really see the poster. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. And he called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Here's my fiddle. Every fiddle of the fiddles don't kind, oh, every one fiddle had he. With a twang and a twang went the fiddlers three. And so happy we will be, and so happy we will be. Rhythm sticks, stay where you are. I'm going to pass out some rhythm sticks because fun to do the song with the rhythm sticks. So everybody please take 2 rhythm sticks. You can find one with ridges and one without, and then place them in front of you into resting position, please.
Are we doing the accordion in this year?
No, we're not doing an accordion this year, but we're gonna do a lot of other stuff. So here we go. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys tap with me for a second. Does everybody get one? All right. Here we go. We're gonna tap them. So resting position. What's the resting position again? What's the resting position? Yes. And I'm gonna tap. Hey, bring it up. I'm gonna tap, 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 tap. Oh, King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. And he called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. And then we tap the floor. Floor, floor. Every fiddler had a fiddle so fine, a very fine fiddle had he. With a twang and a twang, with the fiddlers 3, and so happy we will be. And then we go back to this. So we're going to do that with the recording, and we'll find out, resting position, we'll find out what other instruments the Grand Old Duke is finding. Other of his men and women were playing instruments for him, all right? So here we go. Are you ready? Hold on. Here we go. Pick up your sticks. Here we go. King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. And he called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. 4. Now comes the next instrument. King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul. Here we go. And he called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers. Pipers. Every woman had a pipe so fine, and every man had he. With a toot, 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 with the pipers 3, and so happy we will be. Pipers. Here we go. Now comes the 3rd instrument. Let's see what's next. King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. And he called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Piper. Very fine pipe had he. With a twang and a twang, with the pipers 3, and so happy we will be.
It's like a beat.
Yes, you're playing a steady beat. Let's see if you can do steady beat. Oh, I can already tell what that one is. Can you? Drummers. Every drummer had a drum so fine and very steady beat. Both together, yes. 3, and so happy we will be. And here we go. 3, and so happy we will be. Thank you. Keep your sticks.
Wait, are these the volcano lands?
Oh, good question.
Is it
I think-
like a volcano?
I think that resembles, that's a good guess, but I think it resembles seaweed.
Oh,
I
that
think-
kind of looks like a volcano.
It does a little bit, you're right. Okay, let's tap your sticks on your knees, please, and be my echo. If that hurts, we'll do it on your thighs. On your thighs, does it work on your thighs? Like here? All right, so here, thighs are right here, like above your knee. Those are your thighs. All right, so here we go. Can you be my echo, please? Do, do. All right, so we're gonna tap our thighs, right, Leah, with our sticks. Here we go, like this. Here we go. Do, do. On the thighs, please. Do, day, do. I'm gonna keep a steady beat. Do, day, do. Do, day, do, day. Do, do, day. Do, do. Do, day, do. Do, day, do, day. Do, do, day. Do, do, day. Very good. semicircle. Miss Anya sits right here. Find a spot on the semicircle. Thank you. Because we're going to do another song. This song is a game, so find a spot quickly. It goes like this. Mouse, mousey in the housey, hurry, hurry do. For the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. Run! All right, stay where you are, Isaac. No getting up. I'm going to put my instruments in the middle. Stay on your semicircle. Scoot back on the circle. You're a little bit too close. Okay. The mouse will sing, can't catch me. Gotta scoot back, please. Let's sing it one more time. Mouse, mousey, in the housey, hurry, hurry do. For the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. Run! And the mousey will sing, can't catch me. All right, so we're gonna play the game. I'm gonna explain to you how we're gonna play the game. So
I already know how to play.
Oh, that's okay. And I'm going to explain it to the kids who don't know. So there's going to be a mouse, and I'll choose who's the mouse. And the mouse is creeping around our semicircle while we sing, mouse, mousey, in the housey, hurry, hurry do, and so forth. And before the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. And then by the word run, that mousey will tap lightly on one of our friends' heads. And that friend who was tapped is the cat, and will get up and try to chase the mouse around the circle, and the mouse is going to try to get back into the same spot where the cat was sitting, okay? So I just want to make sure now, you guys are big and strong children. We want to make sure we do not hurt anybody, and we're going to have all our socks are off because otherwise we're going to slide. Yes, Bennett.
Could we walk like that?
I think I'd like to just have walking feet.
Okay.
Okay, is that okay? We'll just do walking feet. That way, otherwise it'll turn into confusion. So how about we'll do this? I'm going to have Leah, since she said she knows the song, you're going to be my first mouse, okay? So Leah's going to be the first mouse creeping outside. All right, but you please be on your both feet. It's going to be like a walking mouse. There we go. And then we're going to sing all together. I guess ready to sing with me? Mouse, mousey, in the housey will be chasing you. For the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. And by run you tap somebody. And now run, tap somebody. Run. And you go see if you can run after her. Do you want me to go run? Come. You want to come with me? Oh, okay, so this cat didn't want to catch you. So we're going to do another run. So tap another one, please, right now. Do run. Okay, Gretel, run. And Leah's going to go back over where Gretel was. Good job. And then Leah, you're going to sing and play. Can't catch me. Here we go. Ready?
Can't catch me.
Fantastic. And now Gretel's our new mouse. Ready? Everybody sit on their bottoms. Mouse, mousey, in the housey, hurry, hurry. Oh, wait. Gretel, you need to go all around the circle, and then when we sing run, that's when you tap somebody. And can you make sure you tap somebody who hasn't had a turn yet? Leah already had a turn. So one of those.
I want to have a turn being the
Okay,
cat.
how about this? Mouse, mousey, in the housey, hurry, hurry do. For the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. Run! Okay, Isaac, go run! And Miss Mousy sing, can't catch me.
Can't catch me.
There you go. And Isaac is the new mouse. Here we go. Sing with me. Mouse, You want to pass?
I want to be the mouse.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You are the mouse now, right? Mouse, sing with me. In the housey, hurry, hurry, dear. For the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. Oh my goodness! And you're gonna sing and play too. Can't catch me. Isaac, you can sit right next to me. We're done with the game. We're gonna do something else, but sing please. Can't catch me. Nice job, everybody. All right. Now, can you guys be my echo one more time? Do, me, so.
Do, me, so.
So, me, do.
So, me, do.
So, do.
So, do.
Do, me, do.
Do, me, do.
Do is our home tone.
Do
Is our home tone. We come always back to do, do, do. Okay? Come always back to do, do, do. All right. So I'm wondering, I have a little challenge for you. I'm going to show you two cards. Okay? One card has a square on it in the little left-hand corner. The other one has a star. I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to sing one of our patterns. And I want you to look at them and see if you can find out which of those two patterns I'm singing. And I want you to whisper with your partner, with a partner next to you, with your neighbor, which card do you think Miss Nani is singing?
have a neighbor.
That's your neighbor right there. Leah's your neighbor. Ben and Gretel are neighbors. You can be also Gretel's. You can join that neighborhood over there. So here we go. Here are my two cards. Look at those dots. Remember when we did the dots on the staff? We have this one. This is the one with the square. Can you see? And this one is the one with the star. Okay, so look. I'm going to sing one of these cards. Because they're both different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do, me, so. Talk to your neighbor. Go talk to Gretel.
Go talk to them.
Do, me, so. If you know it, please raise your hand. If you know it, you can raise your hand if you know which one I'm singing. Do, me, so. Am I singing this one or that one? So think about it, okay? If you know, raise your hand. All right. All right, I'm going to ask Addie. Addie, which one am I singing? The one with the star or the one with the square? Which one do you think? Which one is that? Does it have the star or square on it?
Star.
Star. Who else thinks I sang the star? Raise your hand.
Me.
Everybody agree?
Oh, I don't. No.
You thought I sang this one? I sang the one with the star because it goes like this. Do, me, so. Okay? Now this one would be so, do. It is high, high, low. Be my echo. Woo!
Woo!
So, me, do. This is my speaking voice.
This is my speaking voice.
This is my singing voice.
This is my singing voice.
All right, so we want to make sure we don't, when we think we're singing, sometimes we're screaming, right? So when I say go, woo, that's still a thing of singing. It's not screaming. So let's do it again. Woo! Good. Now we're going to go from the low to up. Very good. All right, let's do another thing. I have two other cards. You might remember these cards from last year if you were in my class. They're yellow. And again, we have one card with a star, and we've got one card with a square. So I'm going to chant one of these two cards. I'm not going to sing them because these are cards for speaking. So here we go. You're going to see them all. I'm going to say one of these cards. Ready? Do, do. So talk to your neighbor. Talk to your neighbor again. Do, do. All right. Shh. Raise your hand if you know it. Raise your hand. Gretel.
Squirrel.
Who would agree with Gretel that I sang
Yes,
this one?
yes,
Yes,
yes.
you are all right. Let's all say it together. Ready? Do. Wonderful. All right. I'm going to pass you something out really special. So everybody have enough room on my semicircle, please.
Okay.
On my semicircle. And I'm going to hand you something out. So why don't you sit behind your line? And I'm going to put this right in front of you. Okay? This is, put your feet together, please, crisscross applesauce. Good. And I'm going to pass out something very special. These little red thingies. Okay, watch, children. Watch over here. Isaac. This one is called a viewfinder. They're made out of paper. They can be crunched up really quickly. Leave your piece of paper on the ground and try not to bend them. So with that viewfinder, I want you to find, the first thing I want you to find is in the upper left corner, that tiny little symbol right there. Put your viewfinder right on that one. And tell me where that note head is located, right here. Where's that little dot, that little note head located? Remember when we had our note head on the staff, we called it either space note or line note. Where's that little note head located, Bennett? Yep, what do we say? What name do we say it? Space or line?
Line.
Nope, that one is a space. Do you see that the note head is right underneath the line? Right here. It's underneath the line, right? You see that? Gretel, do you see that? That one we call do. That's our do. Now look at the big sheet music and see if you can find that do in your song. So go with your viewfinder and see if you can find this note head that is down here in the song. I wonder if you can find it, and I wonder how many you can see.
I found it.
Who found one?
Me.
All right. So if you find them, yes. Did you find one? Did you find one, Addie? This one right here? Where is it down here? The note head that's right underneath that staff.
9.
Can you find one? Can you point to it with your finger so I know you found it?
Yes.
Right there. So put your viewfinder on there. So now go and see if you can find another one. Where's another one? Point to it. Can you see it? Okay, so I would like to know how many can we find? Can you all count them together with me?
11.
Almost. I think I found 12. There you go, Addie. You got it. Okay, so we're going to count 1, 2, count with me. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the first line. Then 7, 8, 9,
There's 12.
10, 11, 12. Only the does, honey. We're only counting the does. Only these guys, right? Only the ones that are on bottom. Not those. Only these guys, right? Those are the does right here. There's 12 of them. Now, I am wondering. I'm going to show you something else that we're going to spot. I'm going to get my other cards out. So, I wonder if you can find this pattern that we just recognized on my yellow cards. The do. I wonder if you can find that with your viewfinder. Go quick and see if you can find it.
Oh, I found
Do.
it.
Oh, I see that, Bennett. Who else found some? And how many? How many can you find? Okay, Gretel, you found one. Very good. Do. Did you find some, Addie?
I found two.
That one is do. So it has to look like this, see? Only with those stems that are separate. Is that one, you think? Does that look like it?
I found two.
That's right. How many did you guys find?
2.
2. I find 2 as well. All right. How about we go and find due day? I wonder how many we can find in due day.
Oh, I found one. I found one.
1. Any more?
1. 3. There's 3.
3. Goodness. 3. All right. And how about
4.
due day? This one right here. Can you find any of those? Due day.
I
Addie, you got it. That's this one, right?
I found 4.
Yes, you found it. All right. Do you know what we're going to do now? Let's put your viewfinder behind you. Put your viewfinder behind you, please. Keep your sheet in front of you. And let's point to the music. I want to sing the song. We're going to sing Mouse Mousey. We're going to point to each note while we're singing. Ready? Mouse Mousey in the housey. Hurry, hurry do for the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. Run! Oh, that's not on there. You have to add the run, right? Yes. I would like you to take your viewfinders and bring them back to me. And I'll take your sheets. And we will do this one more time. Put your viewfinders, please, on my sheet. And then we'll come back to the poster and I'll tell you a story. I will tell you a story. So let's make a nice spot over here. Because I'm going to tell you a story about a boy. And so the story is about this boy. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story. Once upon a time, hold on a second. This one has to find our card. Once upon a time, there was an orphan. Who knows what an orphan is? No, an orphan is a child who doesn't have any parents. Okay, so he didn't have any parents, and he was adopted by a lovely woman who had many, many children already, and she adopted the boy, and the boy's name was Dick Whittington. Okay, and he was the oldest. And the mother was a really hard worker. She had to work really hard to feed everybody. And she said, "Why are we so poor? I've heard the streets in London are paved with gold. If we could just get to London, we could have as much gold as we need to, and we'd have money to buy food, and you don't have to go hungry anymore." And so Dick Whittington heard that all his life. And when he was 11 years old, he said, "You know what? It's time for me to find the streets paved in gold in London." And so he got his little knapsack, and he put in his knapsack a loaf of bread, and he put in a clean shirt, and he tied it all up, and he put a little stick around it, and he tied the stick on it, and then he put it on his shoulder just like on the poster, and then he went on to find London. He was living in the country, so he went on the road and he walked. And every morning he walked for 3 days and 3 nights. And every morning he would open up his knapsack and he would eat a little bit of bread, because he had just a little bit. He knew he had it to last for 3 days, right? So he ate a little bit of bread, and then he would take his old shirt that he had on and he washed it in the river. And then he would tie that shirt that was wet on his knapsack, and he would put the fresh one on that he had packed, and he would keep walking and walking. And all of a sudden he comes down to a road where there are people already walking around, and he sees a city, and he said, "That must be London. I think I'm really close." And so he started talking to the people that he met and said, "Where are the streets all paved in gold? Is this London?" And the people laughed. "What, young boy? The streets of London are not paved in gold. Who told you that?" Oh, and they laughed at him and made fun of him. And so Dick Whittington kept walking, and then he was so tired of people making fun of him, and he was really tired because he also had a long day behind him. And so he just went on a park bench and he started to sleep on a park bench. And the next morning, a lovely gentleman named Hugh Fitzwarren, Master Hugh Fitzwarren, woke him up and said, "Young lad, you look like a strong boy. I want to hire you in my house, and I will pay you. You shouldn't be sitting here on the bench." So he hired Dick and invited him into his house, and the first job that Dick had, he had to clean dishes, because the master had a big house, so he had a cook and a kitchen, and so he was following the orders of the cook. And the cook, guess what, was not a happy man. He was always grumpy, and Dick he had to sometimes wash the dishes twice because it was never good enough. And then, not even that, he was sent into the attic and he had to sleep on a lumpy mattress. And the attic was filled with rats and mice. And they would skitter and scamper all night long. And Dick had a really bad sleep every night because he was just with those rats and the lumpy mattress and the cook that was always in a mad mood. But anyways, he said, you know, I've got a job, I get paid. So the next morning he did his duties. He had to put logs into the fire so the cook could start cooking. And then he would get everybody's shoes and he would shine the shoes. That was part of his job too. So one day a really nice man came and he shined his shoes, and the man was so happy. He said, you know what, I'm going to pay you a penny for that. Here's a penny. And besides what he made, Dick, he was really happy to have that extra penny. And he said, on my next half day off, I'm going to go to town and buy myself something. So he did that. He walked out and he saw this old lady who had a little tabby cat. And he said, old lady, can I buy your cat? And she said, okay, I guess so. I just found her, so you can have her and I'll have a penny. So he grabbed the cat and he brought the cat to the attic. And guess what the cat did in the attic? She chased all the rats away and scared all the mice away, and it would never come back into the attic. And he could finally sleep, and he had enough of the bread too, because the rats and the mice would also eat his bread in the attic. So that was good. So he's so happy to have the cat, and he started making friends with the cat, so he had a companion. Now something happened. Master Hugh Fitzwarren was he was on ships, and he would always go on big voyages down to Africa. Remember when we talked about trading? He was a really rich merchant. So he was getting ready for a really long far trip to Africa. And so tradition was that every time when he would go, all the people working in his house had to come up right to the harbor and say goodbye and give him a present for good luck. You had to do that. So here comes little Dick Whittington. He doesn't have anything, right? But he has one thing.
The cat.
He has the cat. So he said to Master Hugh Fitzwarren, I can't give you anything, just my friend, my cat. I'll give it to you. Master Hugh Fitzwarren said, that's what you have, that's what I'm going to take. So he takes the cat. And Dick Whittington says, okay, good luck to my cat. And he goes and waves goodbye to the big sailboat where his cat was on. And we're all waving goodbye to the cat. And this is where I'm going to stop the story. I'm going to tell you the rest of the story next week, okay? All right?
Well, what happened to the cat?
Well, that's what we're going to find out next week, right? So now it is time.
I hope the cat will go back.
Right. We're going to do one quick song. It goes, oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clements. Can you tap your legs? Brickbats and tiles, say the bells of St. Giles. Pancakes and fritters, say the bells of St. Peter's. Brickbats and tiles, say the bells of St. Giles. Let's stand up and find a partner. Take your partner's hands and we're gonna do a little rocking and rock and rock. Put your feet out like Miss Anya and we're gonna go side, 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 and side. Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clements. Brickbats and tiles, say the bells of St. Giles. All right, can you sing it with me? Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clements. Brickbats and tiles, say the bells of St. Giles. Bullseyes and targets, say the bells of St. Margaret's. You owe me 5 farthings, say the bells of St. Margaret's. When will you pay me, say the bells of Old Bailey. I'm sure I don't know, say the bells of St. Bo. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And then let's find one more little spot in our semicircle. We'll do one more tiny thing, and then we'll go and do the next thing. All right, so it goes like this. Who's that tapping at the window? Who's that knocking at the door? All right, so it's a game. So when we go tapping, we take our finger. Can you show me your finger? Yep. And when we're knocking, we're going to take our fist lightly, and we're just going to lightly tap our fists. All right, here we go. Who's that tapping at the window? Who's that knocking at the door? I am tapping at the window. I am knocking at the door. Do, 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 day, do, day, do, 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 day, do, day, do, do. Very good. All right, so I'm going to quick explain you the game. We need one volunteer to go in the middle. All right, Isaac is going to go in the middle. Close your eyes. And the game goes like this. We're going to all sing together. Who's that? And so forth. And then I'll point to one of our friends. That friend, Isaac doesn't know who it is. That friend will come up behind Isaac and sing, I am tapping at the window. I am knocking at the door. And then Isaac, with his eyes closed, has to guess who's saying. So he has to kind of recognize our friend's voice. Might be a little tricky because it's our first class. Do you know what to do, Isaac?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Who's that tapping at the window? Who's that knocking at the door? I am. You sing it.
I am tapping at the window. I am knocking on the door. Is it Ben?
Tell him. Is it you?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Ben. Nice job. Awesome. All right, Ben, do you want to get a turn? And then we'll make sure everybody gets a turn next week. We'll do it one more time. Ready? So this time, so all sing together first. Ready? Who's that tapping at the window? Who's that? Sing with me. Knocking at the door. Now, your turn.
I am tapping on the window. I am knocking on the door.
And who was that, Bennett? Say yep, you're right. All right, awesome. Now I would like Gretel to go up there and open that door and tell the parents and siblings they may come in and find a spot in the semicircle sitting with you. Okay? Sitting with you.
You are knocking the door.
All right.
I'm in the middle.
All right. Here we go. All right.
That's not your
So I think I took a little longer, but I think I also started later. I think I started later. Right?
Also stayed
So find your friend, find your child, and we'll go sit on the semicircle, and I will pass out my song pages. So here's Isaac's, here is Addie's, and do you want to sit with your sister, please? Thank you. And here's Bennett, and you go potty. And something is with my lock there, so please don't lock it right now. I have to fix something. I was locked in. Here we go. So, and you're gonna get a viewfinder. Now we're gonna explain to the parents how we use that viewfinder.
We're not gonna do it.
All right. So we're gonna quick go over these cards one more time. All right, what did we have? We have, oops, sorry. All right, so children, we're gonna just go over this so the parents understand what we've been doing, right? So I'm gonna sing a pattern. I'm gonna sing either the one with the star or the square. And you go think about it. You can talk with your neighbor or you talk with your mom. Maybe they can help you, or your grandma. Maybe they know which one I'm singing. Maybe the test. Here we go. So, me, do. So you can discuss that with your mom if you're not sure.
Because I read
If you backwards? Yeah, we're reading backwards. I'm sorry, Miss Anya is totally confusing. Good job. Do, mi, so. That's the one, right? Yes. Oh. Do, mi, and so. And is the square? Star. That is, everybody agree with Bennett?
Yeah.
Yes, let's sing it all together. We're going to it. Do, mi, so. Wonderful. So the do, is it a space note or a line note?
Space note.
It's a space note that came from Gus. Yes, it's underneath, it's actually underneath that first line. Some of you might say it's the out of space note, because it's not really in that step. So let's show your mom how you can find just the do on your music sheet. How can you find that with that fancy viewfinder? Remember it was right in the note, just the word. Yeah, no, just the note head. Yep, so you can also see in the key over here, that's the do we're looking at. So we have to look at the ones that are underneath the staff or here on my notepad. Okay. All right.
You see that this is so if you look up there.
What are we doing?
Yep, there we go. And how many did we all find out together? Does anybody remember the number?
We're looking for that.
Should we all count them together again quickly? 1,
2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep.
11,
12 does. That's a lot of does. Let's look at the rhythm. Let's look at these two yellow parts one more time. I'm going to say one of these two. See if you guys remember which one recognize which one I'm going to chant. Do day, do day. Do day, do day. Is it the square or is it the star? Addie, what do you think? Which one did I do? The star one? Do day, do day. Or did I do the square? Do you know which one I did? Do day, do day. That is correct. Let's all say it together. Ready? Do day, do day. I wonder if you can find do day, in your mousey sheet music. Can you find a do day there? Ooh, yep. You found some. Yep, Isaac did. Oh, I see Abby did. Yes. Very good. How many do days are in the whole song? Are there more? 3. Very good. Did you find all 3?
Yep.
Nice. All right. I wonder if we can find this one. Look at this one. This one is different. This we say do day. Do day. I wonder if we can find that one in there. First the do, then the do day. Can you find it? Do you find it? Is there only one in there?
Where's the do?
Only one in there. And then once you found that, I wonder if we can do the opposite. Do day do. Do day do. There you go. That's very good. Yes. Let's put our viewfinders to the side. We'll take our finger and we're just gonna have fun. Sing the song while pointing to all the note heads. Are you guys ready to sing the words with me? Here we go, Isaac. Mouse, mousey in the housey. Hurry, hurry do. For the kitty in the housey will be chasing you. Run! Nice job. All right. For right now, I'll take all your things because we're going to stand up and do one more dance, singing dance, where we need your parents. And I will pass these out right after. All right, so we're going to end up and find your child and hold their hand, and we're going to line up as pairs facing each other the long way as the room is. And we're going to do a song of the Grand Old Duke of York. How about this? Do we have anybody?
I think I
So we're
remember
going
this
to form a
dance.
line, so just like take the staff as your guide. All right, and then let go of your hands and step away from each other, one step backwards. Good. And it's gonna be a line, because guess what? We're gonna come through. This is where king and queen come through. How what do you say it? Serendipity, what's going on right now. We're talking about Queen Elizabeth today, so very fitting. So what we're gonna do is, I pretend I have my partner here, and so you're gonna be the next two. So I'm just gonna demonstrate. So we're gonna all sing the song, go, and I'm gonna go up with my imaginary prince. I go, oh, the old Grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. And I'm going to turn around. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And then I'm going to say goodbye to my prince or king. He's going to go all the way around behind the line, and I'm going to go here. And then we're going to use our hands with, and when they were up, they were up. So we're all hands up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. And then we're going to go step back. And so we're going to step down there because the next partners come up. All right, Alec, do you want to be my partner? No. All right, so you go move over here. So the next one is Leah and Jared. So they're going to hold hands and they go, oh, the old Grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. And you turn. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And now you square. Yep. And yeah, you're coming this way. You coming this way. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. And march down. And next one. Oh, the old Grand Duke of York, in march and sing with me. And turn around, I'll go right back. And he marched them down again. And then you let go of each other. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. March down. And oh, the old Grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill. He marched them down again. And say goodbye. Went up and then they're up, they were up. Come over here, Gretel. And when they were down, they were down. Gretel, this way. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. March down. And here we go. Oh, the old Grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. March down. Oh, the old Grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Oh, the old Grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. All right, nice job, everybody. So, nice first class. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. And so I have your folders, and so I will give those out. And you will get also your first. So I'm just going to put these in here. So I'm going to call your name, and then you can come up and then take a viewfinder and the mouse again. So this is Gretel. This is yours. So grab one of these. Addie is next.
So she calls our name.
Yep. Otherwise, we'll have a big tangle skein.
It's your turn.
This is yours next, Leah. And Isaac. So, same routine, please. And Bennett, download your music and sing and dance to it every day and listen to it every day. So let's sing goodbye. Be my echo. Goodbye, children. Goodbye.